I need to figure out what's going on here. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. My name is Jason. My pronouns are he and him, and today I have a Flosstube extra for you. I'm going to be talking about the round robin and not any of my normal stitchy stuff. So I have had a lot of positive reaction to this round robin. It was a lot bigger than what I thought it was going to be. So far we have 48 participants from 8 different countries. I'm just really excited about where this is going to be going. This video today is just going to cover some frequently asked questions, and just provide information to everybody for people who have sent me emails or have asked particular questions, and also just provide some new ideas that I have had since we first got going. So when I first had this idea of the round robin, it was half-baked. I didn't really think it all the way through, and I just knew that I wanted to do it, and I kind of had an idea where it was going to go. But during the past few weeks, as people have been engaging with it and asking questions, I have tons of ideas like just popping in my head. So I want to share some of those with you, and then also just answer some of the fundamental questions. So the basic thing, before we go any further, I wanted to talk about why I'm doing this. I wanted to do this to create an opportunity for people to just exchange their tangible activities, their stitching, with other people who may not have an opportunity to do that in their daily lives. I mean, I do not know anybody within my area who cross stitches. I'm sure there are, but I don't know who they are. I don't have that local community, and that's why I went to Flosstube. So hopefully this will provide an opportunity for people who rely on Flosstube for their community to further engage with others who have the same passion. And so that's why I wanted to do it. So this is meant to be fun, and it is just meant to be an opportunity for us to connect. We're going to have to be flexible along the way and really listen to each other and collaborate and communicate. And so I think it's just going to be a great time for all of us to just enjoy each other and our stitching, and just see what kind of fun we can create along the way. An important deadline is coming up. June 30th is the day that I am going to close down the survey. So if you are on the fence, if you're thinking about it, if you have forgot to register, you still have a couple of days left to do that. Today is the 24th, so we have 6 days, a little less than a week to do that. So there's still time to get involved if you want to be involved. So that'll be coming up. So I want to give you some information about what you would expect if you did register immediately following the deadline. So in the first few days of July, I'm going to be putting the groups together. I'm already looking at some of the potential challenges that there may be when it comes to people who don't want to send internationally. They need to stay in certain little groups within their country. So I'm looking at those, making sure that those will all be filled. I'm also looking for fabrics to make sure that people are going to be wanting to stitch on the same thing. You won't have to stitch on something you dislike the entire time, but want to make sure that everybody is comfortable, with the other skill sets within the group. So I will be doing that, making all those final matches in the first couple days of July. And then once that comes, I will be mailing out or sending an email out to just provide some basic guidelines with all the groups. So I will send out one big email to everybody, so everybody has the same information, but then I'll send out individual emails to each little group, so that to exchange more personal information. So I won't be exchanging everybody's email address with everybody, but just within your group. And so then also in that email, I will have a mailing plan, so to let you know like how you will mail your projects around, who they'll be going to, and what that looks like. So it's just going to be the pattern of how things are going to be moving. And the way we're going to be doing it is It's not going to be circular where everybody is sending to everybody. It's you will mail to everybody in your group once, and everybody in your group will mail to you once. So I had to do some thinking about how that would work. I finally got the little pattern down on paper, so I will be sending that along with everybody as well. I will be creating a shared document that you can access online. So every group will have their own document where they can go put notes. They can put their mailing addresses if they want to do it there. And just so you have a little place that is a consolidated place for everybody to share information that is pertinent to their projects. Finally, what you can expect from me in the first half of July is I'm going to be setting up a series of Zoom calls. I don't have an exact number of this yet. I'm going to wait to see how the groups pan out, but I will give everybody the opportunity to attend at least one, and hopefully entire groups stitching groups can attend together. So that way you can talk amongst yourselves. So what I'm looking at doing is just having one big Q&A session on a Zoom call, and then let people break out into breakout rooms and where they could talk among their particular group and just see what they want to do for the overall round robin. So that is going to be coming out. When it comes to the international folks, I know I'm going to be, we have a good portion of people in Australia, so I know that I will find a time or several times over that first 2 weeks or so that I can, hopefully we can get most of the people from Australia there. And then also, it's a little easier to coordinate between Europe and North America, but I will try to make times that are flexible for everybody. So I'm going to probably do one weeknight and one weekend day at various times so everybody can participate. So that's what's going on with the Zoom calls. So for the initial coordination. So for the month after we go through those, assign the groups, and you know who your group is, there's a few things that you have to do as a group. So I see my role in this thing is more as a matchmaker first and then a facilitator later. So how you choose your pattern is up to you, and how you choose to function within your group is up to you. So I have asked questions about fabric types, fabric counts, patterns, time frames. All of that is just to kind of put like minds with like minds, but it's not in any way meant to decide what you're going to be doing. That is going to be a group activity. So if everybody gets in the room and they all decide that they like one particular thing, let's just say aliens or something, they get to choose to do whatever they want. So that's how it's going to be. So there are some various ideas about how to do a round robin. One, this was my original thought, and then my line of thinking has changed a lot since I first decided to do this. So it's not just everybody doing 1/4 of the exact same piece, which is an option if you choose that. If everybody wants to do the same pattern, that's great. If you choose to do it differently, where everybody chooses their own pattern, I would just ask that you be ethical in the way that you do that. And remember that there are artists out there. So everybody does need to purchase their own pattern. So there should be 4 purchases of patterns, and it should be 4 products at the end, and no more than 4 products at the end, just to make sure that the artists are respected and receive the credit that they deserve for what they have created. So you can do it by, if you have a designer that everybody loves, you could choose a pattern from a designer. You could choose a theme. You can do 4 separate little projects. So however you decide to create that theme within your group, by all means, that's what will work best for you, and you should do that. The other things you'll need to decide as a group is your time frame and how you want to do your exchanges. I will give you a mailing plan that tells you who to mail to next, but the time frame on how long you want to stitch is up to you based on the pattern you choose and the needs of your group. So if something's happening and everybody has kids going back to school at the same time, or something else that is going to slow them down, you can discuss that and work on your own time frames. There are a few other things when it comes up is if you want to, however you want to communicate with your group, and this also goes back, you can have that discussion through email. It might be a little slower, take a little longer. You can do it through any other forms of communication that you decide. So if you all decide you want to hop on Instagram, if you want to find some other chat service, you can use my Zoom meetings as well. And so however that is. So I'm going to make sure those opportunities are available to you specifically through email and Zoom, but you can choose anything you want to communicate. And then also that shared document is going to be available as well. I did not mention, I don't know, I forgot, it wasn't in my notes. For the Zoom calls, I plan on having at least one monthly Zoom call, possibly more. We'll see if people are interested, just for the participants of the round robin. And we'll see how that works out. I thought it would be fun if people can actually sit and chat with other people who are participating as well. And that may or may not be with the people in your particular group, but it will be with other people who are in, at least participating in the same activity as you. Again, I will try to figure out a time that is accessible to most people on a globe. And so that's going to be challenging. So that might lead to, maybe more than one a month. Again, it's just for fun, just for us to get together and build that sense of community. What happens when the stitching begins, which is the fun part? Intent is to hope that sometime mid to late July, everybody can at least start stitching. That will depend on several things. So if your group decides that they are going to order physical patterns and there's something that you need to obtain the pattern, that might take a little longer for you to get that in the mail or to go to your LLNS and get it. If you decide to do a PDF that you can buy online, that could happen much quicker. All right, if you are interested in following along with all the pieces moving throughout the round robin, I have created a few ways of doing that. So the first one, and I think the easiest one that I didn't think about up front, we do have a number of Flosstubers who are out there. And I think right now, if I remember the numbers correctly, there would be 11 of 12 groups that are currently in existence that would have a Flosstuber in them. So I think one fun way would be to go and watch all these Flosstubers as they start with their particular stitch, show it off, send it out in the mail, and then at some point they'll get the next one. And so you can watch at least those projects go through a portion of their cycle. So I think that would be fun to watch as well. The one thing that I'm really excited about is I'm going to have an interactive travel map for each project. So it will have all 48 projects on there, and it'll say where, in general, where they are, like what city they're in at that particular moment. And I'm going to have an opportunity for each of the stitchers to upload photos or send me photos, and I will upload them to the map, so you can actually see where they are and see where they are progressing along the way. So that's what I'm hoping to do. Again, nobody is obligated to send me photographs if they don't want to, but that'll be one opportunity to just kind of monitor and see where these things are all going. And what is the last thing? Instagram. So any of the stitchers who want can send me their Instagram, and I'll compile a list together, and then I'll put that out there for everybody to follow along as well, so everybody can see any of these Flosstube channels. I will probably create a hashtag. Hashtags don't work very well on Instagram anymore, so it may just be best to go follow all these people who will be posting. But again, that's not necessary. That you do post if you are participating, but that is going to be an option as well. So I think there are a lot of opportunities for, even if you are not participating in the round robin, to go out and see what's going on. So that is it in a very big nutshell. It was a lot of talking about me. So anyway, I'm really excited about this. I am glad to see the enthusiasm that everybody else has for this. I thought maybe 2 groups would, at the beginning. I was not anticipating 12 groups at the get-go, and who knows how many more are going to come in the last few days. But if you are interested, if you are on the fence, go ahead and sign up. And if you have any questions, you can email me at jasonxstitches@gmail.com, or you can send me a message at jasonxstitches at Instagram. And that will be the best way to get a hold of me, and I can answer any more questions that you might have. So thank you for everybody who has already registered. I am super excited about this. It's giving me lots of opportunities to get distracted with making crazy maps and figuring out how to do Zoom calls with breakout rooms and all those other things, crazy like that. So I will put the link down below to the survey. Again, all you need to do is answer a few questions. You do need to be 18 to participate. And then in next week, we'll have our groups ready to go. And then the stitching will start soon after that. So thank you, everybody, for your participation. I am so excited to get this going. And again, reach out if you have any questions. And until then, happy stitching.